Hey there YouTube, Tony and Jill here, rolling with Bolins. Well, it's been a hectic, crazy, wild, freaking crazy time here at the Bolin household. But as you can see today, we are at the motorhome. But before we get into what we're doing at the motorhome, we had a nice evacuation from the home last week. And due to a natural gas leak, which was in the neighborhood, that, of course, we're sitting here being nosy, wondering what butthole neighbors got leaky gas and going to get us all kicked out of our houses. Guess what? We were the butthole neighbors that had the gas leak. So it was us. Yeah, so with the gas company out searching for the gas leak, it had to be under our back porch. Just our luck, right? In the midst of everything we're doing, yeah, we got to deal with the gas leak now. So they had to, about what, 1 o'clock in the morning? 2 o'clock in the morning? They were out there with saws cutting down our deck. But they didn't cut down the whole deck. No. They just ventilated it. That's what they did. They built a runway, I guess, through the side of our deck. And so, yeah, that kind of sucks because they actually took one of the best spots on the porch to stand and look out over the ravine out behind us. Anyway, gas company couldn't find the shutoff valves and the T's where it came together. For several years, I don't know, they say about 8-9 years ago, the gas company is the ones who finally started taking over laying the underground piping. Before then it was plumbers, and things weren't exactly the way they should have been. However, hopefully we're not the ones paying for the whole bill. Guess we'll know when we get our gas bill next month. Because they actually had to run all new lines to our meter. And they had backhoes, track hose, and everything else out there digging trenches. Not to mention the two poor guys that worked all night out there in the cold digging by hand under our porch trying to save our porch. So we greatly appreciate those guys, but, at the end of the day, it's a severe gas leak and it's a dangerous thing. They had to do what they had to do, and we don't hold any ill feelings for them cutting through our deck. Yeah, it's an inconvenience for us right now to deal with it, but I think everything worked out as good as it could have. So just be thankful that no one got hurt, no one got injured, so that's always a good plus for everything. All kidding aside, Columbia Gas did a really good job. Other than the fact they refused to light our furnace and hot water tank, so we had a leak there. So, not to mention with all that, we had to deal with trying to find leaks on our furnace and our hot water tank, and all that good fun stuff. But we finally got our gas services back, good deal, and we decided to come over here to the motorhome today. It's Christmas. We've already done our family thing. Everybody's out doing their own thing now. And we decided to come over and try to get caught up on these videos and get this backsplash done in the motorhome that I was working on before the gas leak. So, with that being said, back to the motorhome. In our true fashion of roadblocks this month, we start laying the tile. We're filming. Filming's going good, and we did all the trimming and stuff like that to get around the fixtures and the windows and all that stuff. We noticed there's a manufacturer defect in a couple of the tile. And where's this tile at? Get out there. Yeah. So, convenient, easy to use tiles. They're not too bad to put up. They don't come off the wall if something's wrong, but not too bad to put up, right?
Yeah.
Anyhow, there's two tile that has the wrong configuration. They have two dark gray tiles that are out of sync with the rest of the way these tiles are laid out. They all have these three dog ears here that basically come back in on the other side. So you only can lay them one way. So that way they're supposed to be all cut the same, so they'll be the same. All the colors are supposed to be in the exact same spots. That way everything looks right. Well, needless to say, this gray one here is where it should be on this tile. Two of the tiles that we didn't catch till after we got them on the wall, this gray is up here where it don't belong. So now we are looking at, there's two tiles out of place. Now they're technically under the hood here. They're not that noticeable, but we seen them. So I guess we're kind of going back and forth with each other about
it's one of
to
those
leave
things,
them or take them off.
Yeah, it's one of those things, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
That's what it boils down to. Once you see it, you know it's there, you're going to see it. My vote is hang pot holders over top of them and continue with the work. And I think that's what we're going to do. These tiles are not cheap. They're almost $8 a piece, somewhere along in there. So, you know, they're not cheap, and we're going to have to buy at least 10 more tiles to complete this job. And we've already put, 8 or 9 up. So, yeah. That kind of price? Yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and leave them up there. But just for everyone else to know, if you elect to use these said tiles.
Smart tiles. Right?
I don't know what they are.
Yeah, I think there's. Hold on.
This right here says peel and stick something or other.
Oh, so they're not even smart tiles. Go with the smart tiles. They're probably better. These are peel and stick.
Now, these are the peel and stick feature that you can buy from Lowe's. Anyhow, either which way, if they're smart tiles or these, double check before you put them on the wall that they're all identical.
We even checked the number and they matched.
Yeah, so all the lot numbers for each one of these packages that came out, they were all the same lot number, same manufacturer number, all out of the same sealed box that we got these from. So, like I said, just kind of keep an eye on that if you elect to go this way. Now, they're up on the wall. They look nice. They look good. You really can't, from a distance, you really can't tell they're not actual, you know, grout and tile. They look pretty decent. They actually look like the real thing. So that's a plus. You don't have to add the extra weight to your motorhome. So that's always a good thing. Especially, you know, if you're going to be full-timing and you're going to have all your worldly possessions with you, you know, you're got a lot of weight. So wherever you can try to save weight at is probably the best way to go. But, like I said, we started, you know, like I said, lay these tiles here and did the video, and we noticed that was going on. So I guess what we'll end up doing is, as soon as we come up with a 100% plan of what we're doing, whether we're just going to move on past that, I guess we'll go ahead and get the correct video up to you guys of how to actually peel and stick these up here and trim them and all that stuff. They're really not hard to lay. They're really not. It's more, you just got to think about a few different things, and as far as trying to cut it right, because they do not cut very well even with a utility knife. You really got to use scissors on them. So definitely need your pair of scissors and a X-Acto blade and a good utility knife. Anything else?
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe we go back and go through them and find some more that are different, then we can mix them in. You know, maybe it won't be as noticeable.
Or that
just
too.
An idea. So we need to buy a few more anyways, I think, to make sure we have enough. So might be something we do.
Exactly. With that being said, that everything else is coming along good here in the motorhome. I think we've got an idea what we're going to do with the lampshades in here that Mrs. Boland just absolutely thinks hideous. You want to tell them what your plan is? I think the shade's behind me there.
Yeah.
Show them what you're thinking you're doing with them.
So these are the shades. They're off-white and dingy and have the lovely accordion style. Well, we've looked everywhere for these. If anybody knows where you can find RV lampshades, that I don't know.
That have a better selection than what you'll find at the RV store.
This one's broken actually. I'm gonna pull this off and put material on this one and see how that works. It's just glued on. This was only glued on. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put some material on it, paint the lamp, and see how it goes.
Yep.
It's worth a try.
It's only money. If it don't work, who cares? It's only money. You can't
It should
take it
only
with you.
be maybe $1. if that.
Well, if it works out, we'll let you guys know. Let you guys see it. Maybe we'll let you guys see if it doesn't work out. That way you guys can not do that.
I can't be the only person that doesn't like these accordion lampshades. Especially the yellow dingy from the 1990s.
Oh, well, like I said, everything else is coming along good. And we noticed we've got a few more subscribers this week, and you guys have been really great about the video. The last one we put up with the motorhome furnaces versus the Mr. Buddy, and we've been using the Mr. Buddy pretty much all day. We've been over here working on this, and it's kept it 65 degrees in here, and that's with us opening and closing the doors, running in and out. So I really can't complain about that little Mr. Buddy heater. I mean, granted, the prices have come down on these Mr. Buddy heaters. Now you can buy the bigger one now for like 119 bucks. I remember when I first bought this little Mr. Buddy, it was like 95 or 100 bucks for the small single tank job. But I've had mine for a few years. Does an excellent job though. I wouldn't trade that little extra non-electrical heat source for anything. I think that's probably one of the best investments I've ever bought as far as heating for cold weather and places where you don't have electric. Granted, they do burn propane pretty quickly, but you buy a couple bottles. It's like $6 for 2 bottles of Coleman gas. It's not that much. And, as long as you're not using this as your primary source of heat, 24 hours a day, it'll keep a room comfortable for you. So
especially for emergency, be great.
It's definitely one of those things that I would recommend keeping in your emergency kit for cold weather. At least you don't freeze to death, or at least be able to sustain yourself a little longer till the proper help gets to you and all that good stuff. So with that being said, we would definitely want to tell you guys Merry Christmas. As like I said, we've been a little behind on our videos, and we probably won't get around to making any more before the first of the year. So we want to tell you guys Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, well, I think she forgot her line, guys. Yeah, this is...
Merry Christmas. Hug your loved ones.
and smack the ones you don't love. Nah, just kidding. But like I said, we appreciate you guys watching and following us here through this journey that we got going on. And please continue to like, subscribe. I can't even talk. Gas leak. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends. Come check us out at rollingwiththebolins.com. Over at Facebook, same name, Rolling with the Bolins, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yeah, I got quite a few people following us on Instagram. I love watching or seeing people's pictures of where they are or where they're going or where they've been. I guess not really where they're going, but you know what I mean. I mean, it's really nice to see where everybody is, just all over the country. It's beautiful out there.
Yeah, don't forget to comment on our videos too, guys. We look forward to reading your comments. And with that being said, y'all be safe out there on this holiday week and season here. Be safe. And always remember to come take a ride with the Bolins. And we'll see you soon, guys.
Bye.
Bye.